Well, my people. Que lo que mi gente. It is what it is. Today is Sunday. The weekend is almost done. The weekend is almost finished. I'm sitting in my house, enjoying my life. I just cooked my dinner already. Spaghetti and Franks. Yeah, I don't really require a lot. So it is what it is. And as we see, we got a lot of stuff going on these YouTube streets. I'm not going to make any comment about that. I'm not even interested in the drama. And that's unbelievable for me. But I'm not. I'm feeling tired. I'm feeling sleepy. I still have some chores I have to do before this afternoon rolls in. So it is what it is. Oh my goodness. I was going to play some church music, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not a church person. I'm not into religion like that. Just certain things, you know, it is what it is. Hey, free thinkers, what's up? What's up? Que lo que, mi gente? Que paso contigo? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's been a long weekend. Last week was a long week. I enjoyed myself when I went over there to Urban House on Thursday. I left there Friday morning. I listened to some of the stuff that was going on YouTube, and I am totally in shock. It's unbelievable. I cannot believe what I'm hearing and seeing. This has never happened before, not on this side, not on this sector of YouTube. Maybe 2 years ago, everyone was together because everyone was going against three different people, three different YouTube creators on YouTube. That is Kwame Brown, Queen Regina, and Sister T. And all of that has changed. All of that has changed. Now you got other YouTube creators that were once friends are beefing with each other and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna get involved with that. I'm not gonna get involved. I like who I like. I'm gonna watch who I wanna watch. I don't mean no harm, but that's just the way it is. I'm too old to be clout chasing. I'm too old to be clout chasing. Child, there's a lot of stuff going on in these YouTube streets. I've been following very little of it because it's very draining and it's very disappointing. And I'm just totally, I'm speechless. I'm speechless. And then you got other YouTube creators making content out of it. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. I'd rather go to hell and burn than talk about any of those young women on YouTube. Uh-uh. I'm not going to get involved. It's just very disappointing. It's very disappointing because I remember 2 years ago, everyone was together. Everyone was together. And like I said, they all had one common enemy. Now, certain things have changed with that. Now, everyone is split off into different groups. Some people standing by themselves. So, YouTube, but I've been said, and I'm not going to stop saying, YouTube is a battlefield. YouTube is a battlefield. This is the beef that goes on and on. This is the beef that never ends. It goes on and on, my friend. Some people started beefing, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue beefing forever just because. And right now, I don't have any issues with anyone on YouTube. It's just a certain amount of YouTube creators. A lot of you know that I'm angry with Sis Rabbit Got a Wrench. A lot of you know I'm upset with Rainy Hot Topics, Life Talk Rainy Death Coach on YouTube. That's my ish. That's my issue. That's my issue. So anything else that's going on, I'm not getting involved. It's just gonna drain me. Mm-mm. So I'm gonna stay out of it. But like I said, YouTube is a battlefield. We got a lot of people trolling. You got one particular male troll on YouTube. I'm not talking about Ronald Jones. Ronald Jones, that's my home team, my homeboy. I haven't even seen him really get involved too much with this crap. I don't see it. I don't see it. I appreciate him not getting involved. I appreciate my other YouTube creators not getting involved. We're not getting our feet wet. We're not getting our hands dirty. We are not interested. It is what it is. Thank you for coming in, free thinkers. Yeah, I'm not going to be up here that long today. I know today is Sunday. Usually on Sundays, I crack open my books. I study my Swahili. I study my Spanish. I do my little recordings in those different languages. I play those. I put those on private. I play that for my education, my educational purposes. I got bigger fish to fry. Yeah, in my real life. I just came back from the store not too long ago, and it's kind of chilly out there. I think it's supposed to rain today. I'm not exactly sure. Not exactly sure. Yeah, thank you, free thinkers. Because right now I'm starting to like drift more and more into other sectors of YouTube. I'm trying to drift off more and more in other sections of YouTube where we have other YouTube creators who are out there doing animated horror stories. It's two different channels I'm looking at. They've been doing different horror stories like in cartoon fashion. And then, of course, I like my music. Of course, I like my music videos. And as you all know, I'm studying Swahili and Spanish. So I'm getting more involved with that. Um, as long as I'm on YouTube, I'm going to just try to be a little more productive in my time on how I spend my time. hmm Yeah, I have no time going in other people's chats, fucking with them, cursing them out. I have no time for trolling right now. If I can't support you, I don't need to be in your goddamn chat. Let me say that again. If I cannot support you with what you're doing or what you're saying about somebody, I'm not going to be in the chat. I'm not going to be participating. If I am, I don't participate in that bullshit. I'm too old. hmm Hey, Ernest, what's up? Oh, thank you, everyone that's coming into the chat. Thank you for coming into the chat. I appreciate your view. And as I was explaining, this has been a long week. I think some of the drama started uh, Thursday evening because I was over there at Birdman House, and me and him had a cookout. We had, some of our other relatives come over. Some of our other people come over that are related to him or that know him from the neighborhood. They came over, they ate, we drank our beers, we talked our shit. I went in the house, I turned on YouTube. I got his television, the program in the YouTube video I wanted to see, and I was heartbroken. So I don't, no. And then we got Empress Lonnie One Love. Shout out to the Empress. She didn't go live this weekend. I'm a little disappointed, but I understand. She's very busy. She got 2 jobs. She worked. She's trying to spend time with her family. She's got other things going on, so we understand. Shout out to the Empress Lonnie One Love. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody that comes in and visits with me. I enjoy your visit. I enjoy your view. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah. So I don't know what you guys want to talk about because I'm at loss. Oh my goodness. Yeah, yeah. I'm retreating. I'm retreating into my own self. Hmm. Yeah, and I think when I don't really participate in certain things, I think my depression starts trying to creep back in. So I'm trying to calm that down because I know how that goes. So I've been busy cleaning my house and getting things straightened and organized and everything, doing my laundry, whatever I need to do for this week going to be done. Uh, I'm going to be working somewhere else this week because I still have like two different other bills I got to pay, so that's got to be done. And, I'm just going to participate in what I need to be participating in. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if Birdman's coming over this week or not, or I'm gonna go to his house because the other company I'm gonna be working at is gonna be over there where he lives. It's gonna be in that area. It's not gonna be in the area I live. So that's like if I was to take a car, that's a 15-minute ride from here. If you walk it, because I live in Charleston, South Carolina, that's almost a 2-hour walk from here. And I don't see me walking no 2 hours nowhere. So I'm gonna take the bus. Or I'm gonna take not the bus, but I'm gonna take the work van over there tomorrow, the carpool van. Hmm. Yeah. So everything's starting to change a little bit more quicker and stuff. Hmm. Yeah. And then we don't have any more holidays coming, except for I think Fourth of July, and before Fourth of July, they got the Juneteenth thing going. Yeah, the June 18th or whatever it is, something doing with Black history, something that didn't really concern the rest of the country, just concerned Texas. Yeah, there's still been a lot of problems in the real world as far as this inflation goes, as far as what's going on in Ukraine and Russia, and you got people fighting about the transgender thing. And I'm going to be very honest. I'm going to be very honest, and a lot of you know that I have been part of the LGBT community for years. Way before I started dating men and all that, I've been part of that community. And the issues that's rising with that is a lot of division. And that's what you guys don't hear anything about. You don't hear about the wars that's going on in the LGBT community. You don't hear anything about it. I know about it. I lived it. I experienced it. Um, it's crazy. It's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff that's unbelievable. I'm totally shocked about it. It's sickening almost. It's a lot of stuff happening. And I'm gonna be honest. In the LGBT community, even though this is Pride Month, they don't tell you within that community there is a lot of division. A lot of division. It was there during the 50s and 60s. You got some gay white people don't like gay black people, vice versa. You got some drag queens that got a big issue with the transgenders, and so it's a lot. Then we got different YouTubers on YouTube I guess they're trying to bring out more things about history and stuff. And it's very depressing. It's very disheartening. It's very depressing. It's very discouraging. hmm I never felt so much anxiety in my life until I started going on these different sectors of YouTube. That's why I like the things about the arts and the music and the animation and even what's those other people, they do the ASMR videos. I like them. Yeah. So I'm switching my thing over a little bit, like in the sectors I go into, because there's plenty of the sectors on YouTube. It's not just this one. hmm I don't think anybody really understands, but I think I went over there the other day and looked at something Sister T did, and I'm just shaking my head. I'm shaking my head. Unbelievable. You see how much 2 years can change everything? Just in 2 years, everything changed. Nothing. My mother always said nothing remains the same. The only thing that's constant is taxes and death. hmm She used to always say that. Yeah, yeah. But thank you for coming into my chat. I appreciate your view. I appreciate all of you. Yeah. Let me read some of these comments. Sunday is yes. Reflection. Yes, yes. Earnest and free thinkers, you are absolutely right. And then I was over there on Big Greg's channel. He's a gamer on YouTube, and he was up there doing his video games last night. He had Mortal Combat on. It they got a lot of video gamers out here. I didn't realize there was a lot of dudes that participated in that these days. I remember when you used to play video games with other people on the internet. It was like different army games you could play. There was the NFL games you could play, the NBA games you could play, the baseball games you could play, the tennis games, the Pac-Man, the Super Mario, um, just different games they used to play on the internet with different other players. There's this one game I got on my phone. It's called Royal Flush. I play that sometimes. Sometimes I can go on like Facebook and play people on that, or I can play Candy Crush or something like that. Solitaire chess. hmm Then they got the auto books on certain apps on the phone, and you can read different books on your phone, or the phone can read them to you, but it's going to read it to you in a robotic voice. I did that a few years ago when Snoop Dogg came out with her book. Snoop Dogg, Felicia Snoop Pearson, when she came out with her book, Grace at Midnight, Midnight After Grace, or whatever it was. When she wrote that book about her life, and I had it on my phone, not this phone, it was another device I had, and the phone itself was reading what she had wrote, and it was in a robotic voice. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Yeah, it is what it is. Anyone want to hit the link, or whatever you guys want to do? I'll wait a few minutes. Because, like I said, I'm not going to be up here that long. I think I did drop the link. The link is in the chat. Hold on. Or maybe I'll do it again. It can't hurt. Okay. Yeah. Because I was on someone else's thing not too long ago, and they kept kicking themselves out of their own chat. I mean, it happens. It happens a lot. Mm-hmm. They got any games coming on today? I don't know if they doing basketball or baseball. This is baseball season, right? Oh, okay. Ain't that something? Ain't that nice? Oh my goodness. Mm. Hmm. Let me write that person back real quick. Cause I like to thank people when they do stuff for me. I like to show my appreciation. Yeah, that's just me. I enjoy being appreciated, and I appreciate all of you. Cause you just coming in here spending time with me, that means a whole lot to me. It really do. It makes me feel better. You know, I'm just gonna after I get off of here with you guys, I'm gonna turn on some more music. I'm gonna finish my laundry, folding it up, putting it away. I'm gonna finish doing whatever I need to do in the kitchen. You know, get that situated because I got to go grocery shopping this week. Something has to happen. I'm thinking to myself, I really don't eat that much, but it looks like I do. No, I could fix me a pot of spaghetti, right? And you know how you put like the hamburger meat in there and the sauce and the diced onions and diced tomatoes in there, and that would last me 2 3 days. I could eat that for 2 3 days and be satisfied. Yeah, I could do that because I'm really trying not to eat that much. Now, when I go to Birdman house, that's something different because he likes to eat all day long. He'll eat hamburgers, and he'll eat the hot dogs, and he'll eat fried pieces of chicken, and he'll fix himself macaroni and then potato salad. I mean, he just starts, oh, I'd be like, Birdman, why are you making all this food? He'd be like, explain to me that he be eating, but he's not getting, I don't see him getting any bigger. And then he feeds the cats that be outside. Like if he has like a little too much or something left over, he'll feed the cats. Hmm. Yeah, he likes to do stuff like that. Yeah, you guys. Whew. Oh, and it's getting hotter. It's getting real hot outside. Now I told you guys that in a few more days, well, in a few more weeks, it will be 4th of July. And where I live at is in this part of South Carolina, they start shooting off the fireworks. I mean, I think they were shooting off fireworks last night, or unless they were shooting guns. Whatever that popping noise was, it was far away from the house. Yeah. I remember one night me and Birdman, we was at the house on Decatur Street, right there off of Dorchester Road, right here in Charleston, South Carolina. And I thought people was out there shooting fireworks. No, them motherfuckers had the guns and they were shooting right up the street, not too far from where his brother was at. Hey, Corey, thank you for coming into the chat. Thank you, Ernest, Corey, Free Thinkers, everyone that has been coming into my chat, sitting up with me, just having a good time with me. Yeah, Corey, I was just telling them about how they be shooting these fireworks. I mean, we just had a Memorial Day not too long ago. They shot the little fireworks. And then the other night, I was laying in bed and I was listening to somebody on YouTube. And you just hear this pop, pop, pop noise. And I was like, people out there shooting fireworks? But something told me not to go to my window or not to go to the door area in the front, towards the front of the house. See, I'm not a nosy neighbor. So I ain't trying to get, because a bullet don't have no name on it. Mm-mm. That's what they do over here. That's what they did. Okay, I live on a different street up here in North Charleston. But the other street I was living on, it was right there on Dorchester Road. It was called Decatur. And I thought that was a nice, quiet little neighborhood. So I'm like chilling. And one night, me and Birdman, we was at the house. And we went to the back of the house because we were getting ready to go to bed. And we heard all this fireworks. 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I thought it was fireworks. Them dudes was out there shooting them guns. Birdman didn't find out what happened until the next day. Then there was one particular day, it was 5:30 in the morning. And I was walking Birdman to the bus stop because he lived way down there just before you get to Somerville. He lived in Dorchester County at the time. So I'm walking with him 5:30 in the morning. This was like over a year ago. And as we walk in, we see this ambulance. So I'm not thinking nothing about it. I'm just walking up the street with Birdman, taking him to the bus stop. So he was like, oh, it's going to be a minute before the bus come. Let me check over there and see what's going on. Somebody had got shot. Then somebody had killed one of his nephews, like not too long before that. Then there was a lady that was living next door to where I was living at. She disappeared. They ended up finding her dead over there by the expressway. I mean, phew, child. Yeah, you're right, Corey. There's a lot of that going on. No parental supervision for any of these kids now. You are absolutely right. Thank you for saying that. Thank you, everyone, for coming in my chat. Corey, Ernest, Free Thinkers. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's scary. And I was never really nervous about anything when I was growing up. Not in my 20s. Well, in my 20s, I was mostly in prison. In my 30s and 40s, I didn't worry about nothing. I remember when I was homeless. This has been a while. I was homeless. I was out there in the streets. And you know how you be in the park sometime and be at nighttime? I'm up there charging my phone on the charge pole thing they had out there. And the ducks and them, they had went into the water. They was sleeping or whatever they doing. I heard a pop, pop, pop noise. Then a few minutes after that, I seen this guy. He run into the park. He had a gun in his hand and he took the gun and threw the gun in the water where the ducks was at. And then he ran off. I was like, oh shit. And I was out there by myself. This is before one of my friends had showed up. And I was telling him what had happened. And he was like, girl, you better move from over there in that situation. He said, you got to hurry up and get off these streets. And I was glad, like 2, 3 months after that, I was off them damn streets. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know that's right. Child. Corey, you are so right. And it's such a shame that everything is just, I don't know. I want to say the world is going to get better, but it don't look like it. It don't look like that at all. But I don't want to be too negative because all that negative energy is no good. You got to be positive about something. hmm You know, because Lonnie was supposed to have went live on Friday. I'm kind of like, down in the dumps that she didn't go live Friday, but I understand she couldn't go live because Lonnie be working all the time. If Lonnie don't be working her regular job, Lonnie be out there driving, getting those customers and driving them to the airport and driving them to New Jersey, New York. I mean, she be driving. Lonnie be working her ass off, making those whipped butters and soaps and deodorants. Lonnie is busy, and I don't blame her. hmm Shout out to Lonnie. Shout out to my chat. Shout out to my chat. We are rocking it out today for a little while. But I'm not gonna be here up here that long. I just wanted to come in and, you know, let you guys know what I'm thinking. Because it's very important for me to let my audience know that what I'm thinking. Yeah. Yeah. But my weekend has been it's been quiet all this weekend. Like I said, I went to the store earlier this morning and everything was nice and quiet. On Sunday people don't really be moving around too much. Be too much traffic. Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, oh my God, forget it. Forget it. You can hardly cross the street. hmm I know that's right, Corey. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my goodness. And then they was playing that song this morning. I don't know if y'all I used to hear it all the time when I was working at Walmart. Will you still love me? Will you still love me? Something beautiful, young and beautiful. While I'm young and beautiful. Yeah, that song was on this morning. That song put me in a bad mood. It put me like in a depressed mood. I was like, why is that happening? Because when I used to hear the song before, I was always busy. I was working at the Walmart because I used to do the stock. And remember when I used to work overnights? hmm I was making good money doing that too. Yeah, I missed that. I missed that. When that ticket died, they sent me out to do a dishwasher job. And I remember that Friday I went because the job started at 2. I didn't get out until the next morning, almost 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh my God, I was so tired. I was so glad to get back to this house. mm-hmm. Child, I can't believe. Child, we had close to 700 people that night. Well, to be exact, the number of people we had was 674 people. So that was over 2,000 pieces of dishware to do, plus the silverware. The silverware was nonstop. I couldn't believe the silverware had piled up like that. The silverware was nonstop. Not the cups, but the glassware was nonstop. The pots and pans ended when the cooks left, so they left around 7:30, between 7:30 and 8 o'clock that night. Only thing we had to do was clean up the kitchen and run the rest of the dishes. We had saucers, we had bowls, we had dinner plates, we had the big plates, we had the server trays. I mean, whew, And we had that little small machine. Now, if the machine was bigger, we would have got out of there at least by 2 o'clock. We didn't get out there until almost 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Where did everyone go? I don't know. Corey, you or something. Yeah, but I remember that. I remember that afternoon because I went and worked at the Gill Yard. The Gill Yard is located right there on Calhoun Street, not too far from where that church is, where the 9 people got killed at. Matter of fact, the Gill Yard is right across the street from the county library. It's the big one on Calhoun. I used to love to go to that library all the time, me and my friends. Yeah. And then I got banned. I got banned from the How does someone get banned from the library? Banned from the library. No, it happened like one particular day I was in there and it had to been like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I know I had been up for most of that night. Now this is way before I got off the streets. And I had went to sleep. And you know how they have the security guards walking around? You're not supposed to be in here sleep. Man, shit, I snapped up so fast and I started cursing and screaming. Oh, I knew then. I was like, oh shit, that was it. And the next day I had came back. They was like, oh no, you are banned from this library. They gave me the paperwork, told me not to come back. They told me I couldn't go to none of the libraries in Charleston, South Carolina, unless I had a good reason. hmm But I'm gonna try to sneak in one of them tomorrow. If not tomorrow, maybe next week. Because I'm going to have to go back in the library sooner or later. You can't ban me from no library. They gotta have a good reason. Silence in the I was silent, Corey. I was sleeping. Yeah, there was silence when my eyes were closed and I was asleep. Yes, it was silence. Yes, it was, child. But that was a long time ago. I don't think they'll say nothing now if I was to go back in there. But they say I had to have a good reason. Well, I do have a good reason. Yeah, I want to get on the computer. That's a good reason. And before I know it, it'll be tax season again. I don't even know. Oh, you know what? I had took my taxes to get done this year. And the year before that, I did my taxes online. And the year before that, I did a paper. The paper tax form. Yeah. So every year I try to keep up on my taxes. Like if I'm going to file, just go ahead and file. Just get that on out the way. Yeah. No libraries, most one. I don't. Corey. Corey. I'm gonna see if I could do a written letter to the board of directors for the library system here in Charleston, South Carolina. Because I've never been banned from a library before. Not the whole system. This never happened to me in New York. It never happened to me while I was living in Greenville. It didn't happen to me when I was living in Lee County. It never happened to me when I was living in Columbia. I never had any problems. When I was in New York, I used to use all the libraries, all of them. Because I lived in Westchester County, I would go to Mount Vernon, I would go to New Rochelle, I would go to White Plains. Yeah, I used to go all over to different libraries. Sometimes I would get on the bus and the bus would take me straight over there, not too far from where the library. I get off and go right in the library. Hmm. Yeah, because back then I used to do a lot of research. Yeah. Yeah, I can't really do no research using Google. I like to go and get a book. Then they got the Barnes and Noble. Yeah. Uh-oh. I'm very low. All right, you guys, I gotta get out of here. Mm-hmm. But thank you for coming into my chat. I appreciate everyone for coming in. I love you. I appreciate you, and I will see all of you very soon in the next video, or maybe in someone else's video chat. Because you know how I do. All right, y'all. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Corey, Free Thinkers, Ernest, everyone that came in and visit with me on this chat. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for participating. I appreciate all of you so much. I love you. I will keep you in my thoughts and my prayers. And you do the same for me. Thank you. I love you. Peace. 914.